Hi everyone, I'm Amy from Cakes with Faces. Now, as you know, if you watch my videos, I've just come back from Japan. I just love it there. It's such a big inspiration for my designs and it's what my videos are all about. Now, when I can't be in Japan, the next best thing is Hyper Japan, which is coming up on the 13th to 15th of July at Olympia in London, which is a new venue this time. It's about all sorts of Japanese culture, modern and traditional, and I'll be there with my stall. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. So today I'm going to tell you 8 must-do things at Hyper Japan. Number 1, Deadlift Lolita. Now you might recognise the guy from Ladybeard. I think he's actually called Ladybeard, and now he's back with a new group. They call themselves the physically strongest idol group on earth. They're both pro wrestlers and they're both super kawaii. Now last time Ladybeard was so good, they were just so entertaining and full of energy, so I'm hoping Deadlift Lolita is going to be just the same, and I think you've got to see this one. Number 2, the Bon Odori Challenge. A Bon Odori is a dance they have at summer festivals in Japan. It's to traditional music and everyone in the crowd joins in. I saw one on Simon and Martina's YouTube channel and I thought it looked really fun. So I'm really glad they're having one at Hyper Japan so we get the chance to experience what it's like. They're calling it the Bon Odori Challenge 3000 because they're aiming to have 3,000 people joining in, and you could be one of them. There's a tutorial video on Hyper Japan's YouTube channel so you can learn the moves. They're really simple, you don't have to be good at dancing at all. I know I'm certainly not. And they will be teaching the moves on stage so you don't have to learn them beforehand. Number 3, Cakes with Faces. I'll be there with my stall. I design colourful t-shirts, clothes and accessories. They're all original designs inspired by Japan and kawaii style, which is what I love. I'll have my new kawaii Ouija board t-shirts, my avocado t-shirts because avocados are the best, my magical Kyoto tunics, I'm wearing the black one today, and there's a white version as well. My skater dresses, my comic book about how to make sushi, my sushi animal pins, they're so cute, my Llamageddon hoodies, the varsity jackets and everything else which you can see on cakeswithfaces.co.uk. It's my new website, so go and have a look. If you're new to Cakes with Faces, I make videos about Japan. I make travel vlogs to share my experiences with you and give you ideas for new places to go in Japan. I also have a Japanning series with tips and advice to help you plan your trip. There's new videos every Thursday. There's some really good ones coming up, so subscribe if you want to see them. If you're coming to Hyper Japan, I always love chatting about Japan. So if you're planning a trip and you've got any questions, I'll try and help you out if I can, or if you've been, come and tell me what all your favourite things were. I'll be on the ground level in the kawaii section. It's going to be the biggest stand I've had so far at Hyper Japan. It just got too hard to fit everything into my smaller stand, so I hope it's going to look really good and I hope you can come and see it. When the official floor plan's out, I'll be putting that on my website and I'll post it on Twitter and Facebook for you as well. Number 4, Japanese bands and music. They always have actual bands come over from Japan, which is really good. There's no extra charge to see the bands on stage. You can just go along and watch whichever ones you like. Even if you haven't heard of them before, it's a good chance to discover some new music and you might find some you really like. Lots of them do meet and greets too. And there really is quite a variety. There's rock bands, idol groups, electro bands. There's actors from the musical The King and I, which is on in London at the moment. And there's some really unique dancers and performers that can't really be classified in any particular genre, so it's definitely worth a look. The schedule's on hyperjapan.co.uk. There's different bands on different days, so check what's on when you're deciding which day to go. And if you like anime theme songs, there's going to be a DJ from Japan playing them in a set on stage. And there's also going to be an anime club room, so you can go along and dance to your favourite anime songs with everyone else who loves them and loads of cosplayers, and it just looks really fun. Number 5, try Japanese food. Now I know this is something a lot of people like the most about Hyper Japan. They have food stalls with all different sorts of Japanese food, so you can try some new things. There's bubble tea, ramen, katsu curry, rice balls, matcha green tea, cakes and sweets. So it's a really good chance to try something new. Look out for my favourites Pico Pico, who do a really good yakisoba. The sauce is just so tasty, and they have those really delicious pumpkin croquettes as well. I also really like Wagashi Japanese Bakery. They sell dorayaki, which are the pancakes with a filling in the middle. Now traditionally it's red bean paste, but they've got loads of different flavours. The custard ones are really good. They've got chocolate, strawberry, matcha, You've got to try them. And they also do ice cream that's really good, and I'm thinking it's going to be pretty hot, so I'll definitely be going over there at some point. The queues for the food stalls can get quite long, so I'd recommend eating early or late if you can. There's also going to be some bars with sake and Japanese beer, and they're going to have some unusual Japanese rice beer. And there's the sake experience. You need an extra ticket if you want to do it, but then you can taste some premium sakes from Japanese breweries and vote for your favourite. They're going to have some unusual ones like sparkling sake, cloudy sake, and some fruit flavoured ones. Number 6, the Japan Food Show. Now this is something new this time. It's an extra little show that I think is going to be next door, and on Saturday and Sunday your Hyper Japan ticket gets you into the Japan Food Show as well. On Friday it's trade only. They're going to have all Japanese ingredients and food products, so things like sauces and seasonings and things. Now, if you live somewhere where there aren't many Japanese restaurants, cooking your own at home is the way to go. So it's good to know what sort of products you can get. And I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm hoping they're going to have some tasters as well. Number 7, an eat a bag workshop. It's going to be run by Kawaii, which is a small company that makes Decaden phone cases. You know, the cases with lots of charms and figures and things stuck on. They look really cool. And they're going to be teaching you how to make your own Ita bag. Ita bags are the bags with the plastic clear panels in the front that you put all your charms and figures and badges in, and usually they're themed to a certain anime or character, and she's going to be telling you about how you can make your own bag and how to make it look really good. You can sign up on yykawaii.com, and there's also going to be lots of other workshops in the Kawaii workshop area. There's not too many details about them at the moment, but I think they're going to be announcing the schedule a bit closer to the show. Number 8, cosplay and Japanese fashion. Hyper Japan is a great opportunity to dress up. You always see loads of cosplayers and people wearing just general Japanese or Japanese inspired fashion. You always see a lot of Lolitas, lots of people wearing fairy kei and pastel clothes, or just anything you want to wear that you might not normally wear on the street. You'll also see people wearing traditional Japanese clothing, so if you've got a kimono or a yukata, when else are you going to get the chance to wear it? If you see someone who looks really good and you want to take a photo, most people are more than happy. Just ask them and then they'll do a nice pose for you. There's a cosplay parade on stage, and even if you're not taking part on that, it's fine to cosplay. Loads of people will, and you'll see loads of cosplayers even if you don't go to the show. There is a new rule this time. There's no weapons of any kind at all, so no fake guns, no foam swords, no weapons at all. There's also going to be loads of other things apart from the things I've mentioned here. There's going to be games, like retro games, and Nintendo's going to have a big stand. There'll be people from Japan travel companies, NHK World, the TV channel, and lots of cute things. If you've never been, I'll put the link in the description to my video from last time so you can see what it's like. And if you've got any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll try and help you out. Hyper Japan is a bit different from a regular anime con. There is some crossover, but I think the people who go to Hyper Japan are a lot more varied. Lots of families go and people of all ages, so everyone's welcome. As long as you like Japan, you'll enjoy it. You can get tickets from hyperjapan.co.uk, and I definitely recommend you get your tickets in advance. You can get a single day or the whole weekend. I think a day is enough to look around at everything, unless there's a lot of things you want to see on the schedule on different days. On Saturday they've got a bit of an unusual thing going on, and they've broken the day into 2 sessions, so your tickets for the morning or the afternoon. Friday is usually the quietest day and it's open really late, I think until 8 PM. I'll be posting my pictures from the show on Twitter and Instagram, that's Cakes with Faces, and look out for my video from the show as well. So maybe I'll see you there. Bye bye!